Hello! Now that we have a better understanding of what a growth mindset really is, let's dig a little deeper into how you can create your own growth mindset and start adding these positive changes into your own life.
You make me feel insecure, baby.
Improve 1% every day and add that in a journal. That is one way that you can develop a stronger growth mindset. But there is more than one definition for this, and there really is no set definition for what this really is. In short terms, it's a way of thinking about life where you know that no matter what is going on, no matter what is happening to or for you, that you are growing from it. Maybe you're not necessarily growing from it right now, but you're going to find a way to grow from it. So the second way that you can really strengthen and develop a growth mindset is by finding a way to grow from every single thing in your life. Let's say something really shitty happens to you, you really get screwed over, nothing seems to be going your way, and it kind of feels like your world is crumbling in on you. But what you need to do, and it is crucial to do this, is let yourself experience the emotions that go with that kind of distress and turmoil in your life. Let yourself process them. This is not a way to disguise them or slap a band-aid on them. Side note, speaking of band-aids, you might have noticed these. It was girl versus yogurt tub, and unfortunately the current standing is 1 point yogurt tub. So I hope those aren't too distracting, but anyway, back to the point. It's not a way to slap a temporary bandage on it. It's a way to get yourself out of that cycle of emotions that can come with something like that happens. It's how after you've processed the emotions and it's been a sufficient amount of time, in your own opinion, for you to process that, to deal with it, to grieve, whatever it may be, to come to terms with it. Once that time period is over in your mind, this is how you're going to get yourself out of that. It's how you're going to get yourself out of whatever slump comes with it, or how to turn it around and make it something that is working in your favor versus something that is bringing a darkness or unnecessary negativity into your life. It's happened, you can't change it, you probably had no control over it to begin with, and if you did, forgive yourself, accept it, it's time to move on. You had no control over what happened, but you have control over what you do about it, you have control over what you do with it, and you are going to make it something positive for yourself in the best way that you can. One of the easiest ways to do this is to reflect and think about what this might be trying to teach you. Not everything that happens in life is meant to be a lesson. Some things just happen, but it is still good to think about it and to assess whether or not you did learn something from this. And like I said, maybe you didn't, but a lot of times you did. Or there was some way that you got stronger than you were before because of whatever it was. Think about how this newfound strength, this newfound perspective that you have, this new lesson that you've learned in life can be applied to other aspects of your life. That is how you're going to take whatever has happened to you and turn it into something working for you, turn it into a way that you've become a better person because of it, and that is the whole idea of a growth mindset. It is something very beautiful, and it can turn even your worst experiences into something that you got a sliver of positivity from. I'm not just telling you this as a spiel of like positivity, positive thinking. This is truly something that I do, and it's something that I've just intentionally done my whole life because that is just the way that I'd rather live my life. Things are going to happen, that's just how life works. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows, but when something bad does happen, I want to do whatever I can to make it something that benefited me in some way. I grew from it in some way, I learned something from it. I like to see the best in everything that I possibly can, and sometimes it's really hard to do. I'm not saying that this is easy. This takes a lot of practice. It's not something that I'm perfect at. It's not something that anybody's ever going to be perfect at, but it's definitely a muscle that you can strengthen, and it's something that you can create your new default rather than a negativity bias where you're always constantly seeking out something negative in your own life. That's just not a very healthy way to live, and I don't see how anyone can live a fulfilling life that way. That is why you're here, and that is why we are creating this mindset for you to go on with your life with and become a happier person who is constantly growing, constantly becoming a better version of themselves, and using anything that happens to them, anything negative in their own life, to become something that works in their favor. And that is something that I'm so proud of you for and so excited for you to experience for yourself. This might be something that you already do, but there are always ways to try to strengthen this and try to make it even stronger, even more unbreakable every day. I would really love if everyone commented below, let's grow, because I would love to see How many people are committed to growing and excited to implement this into their own lives? It just makes me so happy to see that people are taking steps to make themselves feel better and to become the person that exemplifies the current best version of themselves that they can possibly become. Closing thoughts. On the surface, growth is not always a linear journey, but you know within yourself with this mindset that you are constantly growing no matter what it might look like on the surface. Write in your notebook, remind yourself of what you do, remind yourself of who you are, and remind yourself of who you are becoming every day. And be proud of that. You can do this in your personal life, your professional life, with any skill that you're looking to improve, with anything about yourself that you're looking to improve. The possibilities are endless, and so are the possibilities within you. Never ever forget that. If after watching this video you're finally ready to start growing and going after your goals, watch this video next. I go into depth and describe a step-by-step system that I use to achieve any goal or ambition that I have in my life. And it is also something that you can use to implement new habits and routines into your life and really stick to them. I hope this video has shown you that from even some of the worst experiences in your life, you can learn and decide to find and extract even a small sliver of positivity from whatever that thing was. You can find a way to make it work for you no matter how much it might have gone against you in the beginning. I hope you have an amazing day full of growth and new positive thoughts that you're bringing into your life. Please remember that you can do anything.